come from Earth, a planet of outlaws. My name is Peter Quill. There's one other name you might know me by. Star-Lord.
Who?
Well, Star-Lord, man. Legendary outlaw. Guys, forget it. So here we are. A thief, two thugs, an assassin, and a maniac. But we're not gonna stand by as evil wipes out the galaxy. I guess we're stuck together. Partners.
Are you telling me the fate of 12 billion people is in the hands of these criminals?
Oh, yeah.
I look around, you know what I see? Losers. But life's giving us a chance.
To do what?
Something good, something bad, a bit of both.
Oh, what the hell? I don't got that long a lifespan anyway.
Thing like me except me.
They call themselves the Guardians of the Galaxy. This might not be the best idea.
Really like this, but I'm also very scared for it. I'm having deja vu of Speed Racer all over again. One of my favorite films of all time that I think is absolutely brilliant, but just never clicked with mainstream audiences. So let's discuss. Would I have greenlit this film? I have to say, I would have if the budget was under $100 million. And I tried to find out what the budget is for this film, but Marvel so far isn't revealing the budget. So if this was under $100 million, and look at the cast, I think that I would hope they could make it for under $100 million, then I think it would be a very solid gamble. A gamble worth taking, because as I said, I love this. This really speaks to me as a comic book fan and a moviegoer. I think that this easy listening almost soundtrack is a brilliant choice. These are songs you like to just sit back and listen to and relax. And relax even better now because you can hear a great soundtrack while watching great visuals. And so it just kind of creates that fun, wind in your hair, I guess from a spaceship, cold drink, I guess a soda in the movie theater, and it just takes you to a happy place. But is this too outside the box for your mainstream moviegoer? Because I think there are some aspects of it that aren't quite gelling as I would have hoped, and I think maybe this trailer might have come out too early. I just think that Marvel needs to be so super careful with this property because it's such a risk, and I'm scared for it because I really want to see it succeed. I don't want to see it go the way of Speed Racer, which I think had very similar problems. Both very colorful films, both very, very faithful to the source material. By the way, again, Guardians of the Galaxy, not a successful comic book, never really had a fan base, a cult property. And you have actors here who don't really have fan bases. They have cult fans. I mean, Chris Pratt is coming off of the Lego movie and Zoe Saldana off of Avatar, but still really untested talent. And James Gunn, comes from, again, cult filmmaking, background. And I'm glad that Marvel is letting him do the film in his dream project. They've given him, hopefully not too much money, and a dream cast, and I think he clearly has some talent. And I'm very curious to see how this turns out. But it's looking a little bit like a family movie. I'm getting like a little bit, not only Speed Racer, but perhaps a Spy Kids vibe from it. And that's dangerous. That's scary. And so I'm curious as to how the audience, mainstream audiences who aren't like, I need to see every Marvel movie that comes out, are going to react. I think August is the perfect release date for this film. And also, if it is a family film, family movies can do quite well, right? So maybe that's okay. Maybe that's a good choice on Marvel's part. But at the same time, you have some sexiness being shown here. You have a lot of weapons. You have a lot of, I mean, let's hope it's just animated violence. And of course, you have an assassin. And we have yet to see our villains, by the way. It'll be interesting to see if James Gunn, as light as he's going here, I think from his background, he could potentially go quite dark with them. So that maybe might balance it out. And if I were them, I would start easing that into the advertising campaign to give it a little bit more weight. Because I think right now, your mainstream moviegoer might be like, you know what, I'm going to sit this one out. Maybe, and this could be a slow burn. This could be an Austin Powers maybe. Maybe it doesn't do so well in theaters, does great on demand or by word of mouth. It comes out at the very beginning of August. It doesn't have too much competition. Expendables 3, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I think this is very similar to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, actually. And they come out one after the other in August. And I think Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, if done well, we'll see, it's in the hands of Michael Bay, could really cut Guardians of the Galaxy off at the knees. The other problems I have here, even though I love most things about it, I really do, I have a little bit of a problem with Groot and Rocket Raccoon, which of course are the most popular characters coming out of this and what people are the most interested in. And those are two other characters, by the way, which might signal family film to your mainstream moviegoer. I think that Bradley Cooper's voice does not fit. I kind of liked his last line. I thought that was pretty good in the trailer, but otherwise I wasn't feeling it. It didn't sound like Bradley Cooper. It didn't sound like Rocket Raccoon. It wasn't a match. And as for Groot, I'll be interested to see what Vin Diesel does with it. I think he said more than just I am Groot, which I was like, what? But then also, I think the special effects on Groot don't look so great right now. He looks a little cartoonish. He doesn't look like a real tree by any means. I mean, of course, he's not a real tree. He's got a face, but he should look like a real tree with a face. And I'm not seeing that right now, especially when they have those like branches come out of his back. That looked almost like, super like, YouTube animation. And YouTube has better animation than that. So I got very nervous about that. But again, I love it. I always applaud bold choices. We've been talking just recently about, original versus derivative filmmaking. This is very original, super original. But, sometimes you need a little bit of derivative qualities to anchor a film and to kind of give signals to the audiences what to expect. Hey, did you like this? That's one of the reasons that Hollywood does this, by the way. Did you like this? Well, then you'll love this. And I don't know if Speed Racer and Spy Kids are the best derivatives to pull off from for this movie. I hope it's a hit. I love everything about it, except for I have my concerns about Rocket Raccoon and Groot. Hopefully those will be fixed. But I love the music. I'm a big Chris Pratt fan. He looks very handsome. Guys, how does Zoe Saldana look? She looks, from a female perspective, she looks like she's doing a good job in her role. I think I'm a little concerned about Dave Bautista, and that he seems to actually have lines. Who would give Dave Bautista lines? But we'll see if he can pull them off. And I like John C. Reilly. I'm a big John C. Reilly fan, especially with his comedy. Glenn Close, I'm not quite sure what she's doing there, but she looks like she's game. But I'm interested. I'm very excited. But I'm just wondering if people outside of like the diehard Marvel fans and comic book readers will be as interested. So if you're a comic book fan, are you excited? Are you concerned? And if you're not a comic book fan, if you're new to the Marvel universe, you really just watch the movies, does this look like something you want to see? And do you want to see it because it looks awesome, or just because you need to see every Marvel movie? Have they hooked you that way? Which could be Marvel's safety net. So that's my review of this new Guardians of the Galaxy trailer. Thank you so much for tuning in and everyone who asked me to review it. And you can check out some more episodes right now.